And the endless skies, my love, to the dark, and the endless skies. And the first
someone we love, it's very difficult to feel positive about anything. But however you're feeling at this moment, it is important to remember that Derek will remain a part of you forever. He will live on in your hearts, and you will never forget the times that you, and only you, have shared together. I would now like to ask Sarah to come forward and read her tribute to Derek.
This is a tribute to a wonderful and adventurous of Derek Bridgman. To try and sum up in a few words who our father was and how he managed to gently find his way into the hearts of all that knew him has not been easy, so the best place to start is at the beginning. Everyone who met Derek would be charmed by his quiet nature, but a real sense of fun. His ability to fit into everyone's company, not less his genuine kindness and humility. At a time of great hope and celebration, Dad was a true war baby, born in February 1946, just after the Second World War. But a little too early. Dad only weighed 3 pounds at birth. Our grandmother Marjorie always used to say how he could fit into a shoebox, and how our own mother, our great-grandmother, turned to our nanny to say, "Is that the best you could do?" In fact, the reason why Dad only has one name is because he needed to be baptised quickly, as it was thought he would not survive long. As it turned, our dad managed to fit many lifetimes into his own, despite being tragically cut short by leukemia. Dad's voyage started as a child with a map of the world, fascinated by the many colours represented the countries of the world, the first indicator to his ambition to visit all these places. Derek grew to have an amazing sense of exploration and enthusiasm to see the world. So when he left school, he joined the Merchant Navy. Dad went on to experience many great adventures in beautiful and exotic lands, as well as some harsher but equally striking places around the world. It was while he was in Chile that Derek began his greatest adventure of all. It was where he met his wonderful wife, Teresa, and became the devoted husband and father that everyone knew him as. After many months of exchanging love letters in Spanish, how keen was he to bag the South American beauty? Teresa and Derek managed to tie the knot in the wedding that nearly wasn't, but that's another story, and stayed devoted to one another for the next 42 years. Things were not easy for them as young couples. As a young couple, as Derek... I need some tissue. Could have a bit of tissue. Thanks. I don't want to snot everywhere. Right, things were not easy for them as a young couple as Derek brought my mum to England as his wife, but he managed to raise us into this loving and close family. Always making Teresa, my mum, and his daughters his priority. It is those values and strengths of commitment that has influenced our lives more than anything. As a husband, my dad was devoted to my mum and would do anything for her. It was easy to see just how much love they both were. And as kids, seeing your parents that into one another, the term "get a room" often applied. There is never any doubt how much they adored each other, with mum's pet name for dad, Viejo, i.e. old man, often affectionately used. And of course, Dad's endless patience with Mum's expressive and impulsive approach to life. I wonder where I get it from. Whatever ideas, however mad or impractical, Dad would always give Mum free rein. Perhaps the best indulgence they allowed themselves was to spend, our kids, me, and the rest of the sisters' inheritance, and see the world together. China, Australia, Bali, Thailand and Fiji are just a handful of many places they travelled together. These were wonderful and treasured times together, all documented with hundreds of pictures, words and memories that Dad wrote in a journal. It will be one of the most precious examples we have of Dad's unique view of the world. As a father, he was one we went to when answers would be no from Mum. It was clear that Mum was the boss, but you could always get around Dad. It would be unfair to call him a pushover, but he was easy to bend. Despite his softer side, he also is the only one person who knew... Let me see if I got this right. Despite his softer side, he could also be the only one person who could tell you the capital of Kazakhstan. I can't even say it, let alone know where the capital is. And I can assure you that Dad would have known that. After he was made redundant from Heat Race Sadia, Dad had to satisfy his passion for quizzes with Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Dad never wanted to apply for the show, and I think it's because he always felt that he was already a millionaire. In life, he was wonderfully simple, kind and generous human being. And now in death, he will be remembered affectionately by everyone who met him. Dad had an enormous passion for life, but even greater one for his family and friends. I will forever be grateful and be privileged to have him in our lives. He came into this world a little too early, and to our pain and grief, left us too early as well. What we have left of him is the love that he gave to us all, and the love that will remain with us forever.